What's up, guys? It's Gator here, and we're back in Warframe. Sorry it's been a little while. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded any kind of Warframe content, especially any kind of long format videos. But today I finally got some time to be able to sit down, play some Warframe, and create this video for you and edit it. So, if you enjoy playing aggressively, ignoring energy management, and casually tanking content, then Hildryn Prime might be the strongest all-arounder you're not fully abusing yet. Hildryn Prime isn't just a shield tank. She is a shield-based caster, armor stripper, team support, and steel path monster rolled into one golden war machine. And in today's meta, with shield gating, armor scaling, and high-level endurance, she scales better than most players realize. So in this guide, I'm going to break down how her kit actually works, why most players build her wrong, the best mods, arcanes, and playstyle tips for high-level content. Now let's get into it. So understanding Hildryn Prime's core identity. Unlike most Warframes, Hildryn Prime does not use energy. She casts abilities using shields instead. That single mechanic changes everything. Instead of worrying about energy orbs, arcane energize, energy leech eximus, you manage shields, which she generates constantly. This makes her immune to energy drain, extremely consistent, perfect for long missions, and one of the safest shield gate abusers in the game. And because this is Hildryn Prime, she comes with higher base shields and armor than regular Hildryn, giving her better scaling for high level steel path content. Now let's break down her abilities. Her passive enhances shield gating. When her shields break, she becomes briefly invulnerable, longer than standard frames. With proper shield management, she can become nearly unkillable. Now her first ability, Balefire Charger, an excited shield cannon that fires explosive radiation projectiles. Now here's some key notes for it. It scales with ability strength, it uses shields per shot, great for early game, and falls off in high steel path unless heavily invested, which I will show you in this build. Now this is her signature ability, Pillage. Hildryn sends out a wave that strips armor, strips shields, restores her shields, cleanses status effects, and with enough ability strength, 400% plus armor strip becomes possible. Full strip in one cast is achievable with the right setup. Pillage scales infinitely well because armor scaling is what makes enemies dangerous late game. Remove armor equals remove difficulty. Now her third ability, Haven, which we are going to be replacing in this build. So I'm not going to go over her third ability yet. Now with her fourth ability, which is her main bomber, her AC 130, she lifts into the air and suspends enemies. Now while active, enemies are CC'd, the energy orbs that are dropped converted to shield for her, and synergizes with Pillage. However, movement is slow, and the DPS meta favors staying mobile. But I changed that in this crack build. Now the correct stat priorities for it. Hildryn Prime wants ability strength, which is the most important, range, efficiency, duration, and health is irrelevant. Why? Because strength determines armor strip percentage, range determines how far Pillage spreads, efficiency affects shield costs, and duration affects Pillage wave travel time. If your strength is too low, you won't full strip armor, and that defeats her entire purpose. Now here's how high level players actually use her. They cast Pillage, let it expand fully, recast with shields dip, maintain permanent shield gating, and then stay consistently moving. And then important, Pillage removes status effects. That includes toxin, slash, heat, and magnetic, meaning you cleanse constantly. Now why should you play Hildryn Prime? She is beginner friendly, endurance viable, arbitration strong, Archon Hunt capable, steel path dominant, and she requires less maintenance than most meta Warframes. Now here are some common mistakes players make. Not running enough strength, ignoring range, building health, useless on her, and then forgetting Pillage's cleansing status. Now, Hildryn Prime is not flashy. She's not the fastest nuke frame, but she is one of the most consistent, scalable, and durable Warframes in the game. If built correctly, she turns high-level content into routine farming. And in a meta built around armor scaling and survivability, that consistency wins every time. Now, let's go hop into the build. Alright guys, so we're over here at the build. So when it comes to the shards, I am using 4 strength shards, and then I have 1 yellow casting speed shard. And then like I had mentioned earlier, we did replace the 3rd ability with Exalta's Whisper, because we need that extra damage, baby.
For action.
And an extra status. So now, we are here at the build. So we are using Corrosive Projection, Aviator, which it does work on Hildryn for being in the air, Prime Redirection, Overextended, Aegis Gale. Now you have to have this augment mod. It is so stupidly broken and cracked, so make sure you are using this. Transient Fortitude for that strength, Stretch for the range, and then of course we are using Intensify for the ability strength, Blind Rage for more strength, and then I put on Boreal's Hatred, if that's how you even say it, but you can replace this with another mod if you want to, but I think that's a good mod for that slot. And then for the arcanes, I am using Aegis and Expertise, which I think are the most best arcanes for this build. Now, hopping in over here, I am using Martyri, but of course you can use whatever one you want. And now for the Balefire, we have just over 200,000 charge shot damage per shot. And we are using Hornet Strike, Galvanized Diffusion, Prime Fulmination, Prime Target Cracker, Primed Heated Charge, Magnum Force, Deep Freeze, Lethal Torrent, Lethal Momentum, and then most importantly, we are using Secondary Innervate, which is super OP for this gun in this build. Now, when it comes to the companion, I am using Roska Kubro, which is just super OP. It just synergizes well with Hildryn and this build. So here is the build for that. The reason why I'm using Roska is because of the double resource picks up and for the shield abilities that it offers. And then when it comes to the claws, it does not matter what you choose here. There you have it. That's Hildryn Prime. What do you think about her? Do you think she's a good Warframe, or do you think she's mid?
Well done, Tenno.
Are you going to be using her? Maybe sometimes, or maybe just in defense missions? Because to be honest, I can see Hildryn being good in pretty much everything except for Exterminate, only because I feel like she'd be too slow in an Exterminate mission. But for defense, she is really good. I mean, just with the abilities that she offers, the being able to fly around, having infinite shield gating, having infinite shields pretty much, being able to always shield gate, having insane amount of damage, and with all of her abilities, they all scale. I have yet to go to the level cap with this build, but I might give it a shot. I haven't been able to play too much Warframe lately. I've been posting a lot of Tarkov content, but that's only because I had all of that footage already made, and I have just been slowly uploading it, only due to the fact I haven't had time to be playing or doing anything else. But I want to try to keep the momentum on the channel. So if you haven't already, guys, go ahead and hit like and subscribe for me. It helps out a lot. If you hit that like button, it actually tells the YouTube algorithm to push my video farther so more people will see it. And that would be greatly appreciated if you guys could do that for me. It helps me out so much. That will be it with the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about Hildryn Prime. I would love to know your type of builds and what you guys are using with her. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next time. See ya.